Tonight, learner driver tragedy. A teenage girl killed and her father fighting for life. 2 pedestrians injured after being struck by an elderly driver in Lake Macquarie. Praise for Donald Trump as North and South Korea seek permanent peace. And the most incredible goal.
Oh my goodness! Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history?
Helps the Newcastle Jets soar into the A-League Grand Final.
This is NBN News with Jane Goldsmith.
Good evening. A mother has lost her teenage daughter and is tonight at the bedside of her husband after a harrowing crash in Sydney. The 19-year-old was on a driving lesson with her father at Glenorrhy when she collided with a car, a nearby resident trying everything he could to help her.
2 cars crushed on the side of a semi-rural road.
I don't want to see it again.
Locals arrived at the scene this afternoon to place flowers for Jodie, while a vigil is underway at her father's bedside.
2 people are recovering in hospital after being hit by a car in Lake Macquarie. They were crossing a busy highway at Belmont this morning when they were struck by an elderly driver.
With blood running down her face and a bandaged head and hand, a woman is stretchered into the back of an ambulance. She's just been hit by a car, and she's not the only one injured. Just metres away, paramedics and fire and rescue crews are working on a man also struck. Both pedestrians, aged in their 60s, were crossing the Pacific Highway at Belmont just after 10 o'clock when they were hit by a car turning right onto the highway from a nearby street.
Coming up in NBN News, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge finally reveal the name of their son. The Banking Royal Commission could claim a fresh scalp. It's believed AMP's chairwoman might be forced out by the end of the weekend, as the Prime Minister today took full responsibility for delaying the inquiry. The royals are used to having things named after them: flowers, buildings, even ships. And at barely a few days old, Prince Louis has received his first honour. A camel born at Britain's Blackpool Zoo has been named after the newest royal. The tiny, rare breed double-humped calf was born on the same day as the prince. It's over to sport now with Kate Haberfield, and who's a very happy Jets fan then?
That's me, Jane. I still haven't calmed down. What a game, what a goal. Coming up after the break, freakish or a fluke, the stunning goal which helped land the Jets a grand final ticket. And the Knights break a 12-year hoodoo at Brookvale. It's a resurrection some thought impossible. After a turbulent 10 years, the Newcastle Jets are through to the grand final. Last year's Wooden Spooners beating Melbourne City 2-1 and scoring what's been called the best goal in A-League history. It'll never be repeated. A ridiculous goal, a scorpion, a goal that stunned the Newcastle faithful and the teenage goal scorer himself.
Atkinson did well. The boy from... Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history? That goal is going to go around the world. And be shown over and over again.
I just had forward momentum, and I just tried to get the ball going forward and swung my leg at it, and it happened to go in. I'm not going to say that it was 100% meant, but I'm going to claim it every day of the week. I'm claiming it.
And I've never seen one quite like that, I have to say. I don't think the goalkeeper is either.
Yeah, it's funny because Riley flicks the ball that many times at training, it frustrates the hell out of us. We tell him to keep possession all the time, and you know what? Credit to him, he's a good kid, he works hard, he's a great talent, and I suppose unless you try, you never know.
And it was that attitude that turned the match around. It was looking like one of those nights, chances not falling the Jets' way. And it was Newcastle's nemesis who struck first.
Chance here! It's in! Back out again! Bruno Fornaroli!
Then Then stopper Jack Duncan went down with a quad problem. 1-0 down at the start of the second half, that goal sent the Jets soaring. And after threatening all night, it was only fitting Jason Hoffman sent Newcastle through.
Champness, cut back, chance, Hoffman! The Newcastle boy completes the turnaround. He hasn't played a final since winning the championship with the Jets in 2008.
All that was left was the final whistle.
After a decade-long wait, the Newcastle Jets are back in the big dance.
We wanted to give more to the football community than what we've offered over the last couple of years, and it'll be an enjoyable week. Hopefully the message will be similar to what it was this week, to soak it in, enjoy it, and go out there knowing that you can make some history.
The chance to make some history that defied even the evergreen Ernie Merrick's expectations.
I expected we would have a good run this year. I didn't expect to get the grand final, but I thought we would make big steps forward from where they've been the last few years.
Newcastle will play the winner of the second semi-final between Sydney FC and Melbourne Victory. No Mitchell Pearce, no worries for the Knights, beating Manly at Brookvale for the first time in 12 years. Buy of the season, Kalen Ponga surely in Maroon's contention after instigating Newcastle's second-half comeback. A solemn start for two sides desperate to prove themselves, the peerless Knights and the struggling Sea Eagles. The home side thought they drew first blood, but Lachlan Croker couldn't hang on to it. It was all square with 5 minutes to go. Then Kalen Ponga performed and Nathan Ross obliged.
Ponga supplies the magic pass, and it's the Ross dog.
Everyone can see that he's a big heartbeat in our team, and all the boys love having him. And I keep saying he's a great kid. He's a better kid than he is a player.
Football and hockey. And Jane, I wouldn't normally cheer for Melbourne Victory, but tonight I am, so Newcastle can host the grand final.
Bring on the decider next weekend. Thank you, Kate. Some showers tomorrow. We'll check all the weather details next. Weather time now. It appears autumn has finally arrived with a few showers and more mild, even cool conditions in parts of the region. Thanks to Des Robertson for this shot of Susan Gilmore Beach, north of Bar Beach, capturing dawn on a cool autumn morning. To the satellite, cloud over eastern New South Wales and Queensland and onshore winds is causing showers. Cloud over eastern WA and South Australia with a trough is also generating rain and storms. Skies are mostly clear elsewhere. On the synoptic chart tomorrow, onshore winds around a high pressure system will drive showers over eastern New South Wales and Queensland. A trough over the interior of WA will generate showers and storms, while a slow moving high will bring mostly dry conditions elsewhere. Partly cloudy with showers mostly near the coast this morning, a top of 21 at Nobbies, 22 for Cooranbong, Newcastle and Maitland, the same at Singleton with a top of 22, 9 to 17 at Murrurundi. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high chance of showers near the coastal fringe, a slight chance elsewhere. Expecting a range of 16 to 21 in Newcastle and Nelson Bay, 11 to 21 at Maitland, 4 to 10 at the Barrington Tops, and 8 to 21 at Merriwar. Coastal waters information sees at 1.5 metres, swell at 2 metres, southerly winds up to 20 knots. The sun to rise at 6:23 and to set at 5:17, the high tide at 7:48 a.m. So looking further ahead now, some showers tomorrow. Monday partly cloudy with a coastal shower, temperatures in the low 20s for the next 4 days. You can see just a few showers about for Sunday and Monday. In Scone, unfortunately no rain in sight. It's falling on the coast, some cloudy skies this week, a top of 22 on Monday, and in Gosford 21 degrees for the next couple of days with some scattered showers. And head to our website for a recap of our local stories. And that's our bulletin for this evening. The Today Show will have the latest news tomorrow morning. From all of us here, good night.